Hey YouTube, Test Just One here. I have another figure to share with you. As you can see, I'm wearing the t-shirt, appropriate t-shirt for the figure I've got. It's the MMS 470, I believe now. Yeah, getting up there in the numbers, aren't they, Hot Toys? Beautiful art on the boxing. Nothing on the back, special on the back, just money in the front. Yeah, it is quite nice. I do like it. I probably would probably preferred if they did that on the backdrop, but they haven't. They've done this. This is sort of simulates that sort of a lighting effect with the LEDs that you put onto the figure to highlight the mechanical lighting there. That makes him a little bit stronger than he is. His suit. I have got the figure out. I'm pretty much do like the look of it, just front on looking at it. But the more I look at it, there is some spots that could have been improved. But I do understand why they have done it. So, so this is the figure here. This is the Black Panther with the special tech suit, I suppose you'd call it. I do like it, but there, as I said, there is some little areas that I think that not as good as what they could be. Could have been. But let's see what it's all about. I'll get the camera around my side. We'll have a look at it. We'll study the light and check it out and see what we think. Here's the figure. Pretty straightforward figure with a tight fitting outfit. I like the way the necklace is embedded into the bodysuit. That's a very appealing to me. Same as the forearms. They have a little bit of these chrome pieces on the side of the legs and also around the legs, all fixed and glued on. Very nice. The head sculpt does come with the optional eyes or the protective eye fittings, which you also do get a tool where you can apply the pieces inside the head. I do have the eyes here. The articulation is has been worked on so it can have a deep functional tilt on the back of the head. The only thing I have an issue with that is that no matter what you do have a ugly fitting on the back of the neck. Now that is because of this design, which is, I mean, it's a great design, but ultimately with having this off, you can also apply the head just as is, not fitting onto any sort of fitting. But then you can cover that the ugliness in the back of the head there, and it does lower the head slightly. That sort of looks a little bit better if you're doing your museum poses, that is. If you want to do a spectacular leaping panther effect and you want to have that head tilted right back, well then you can stick this piece back on. There you go. So the head does tilt extremely back, and then you have that leaping panther effect that you can do. The outfit is just like most of the outfits, so the Batman, the Spider-Mans, and that specific. I'm not sure of the longevity of the outfit itself, but it seems to be working so far. I think over time it will probably stretch and probably maybe possibly peel over a few years, but that depends on the owner who wants to articulate the hell out of the figure or appreciate it as a museum piece as it is, posing it slightly into his favourite pose. Myself, I do not want to go overboard with bending the knees and all that sort of stuff. That's just the way I am. I like my figures to last. It does have some sort of padding at the front that's glued into the suit that comes all the way down here. It sort of does have that, you get that stretch mark across the groin of the outfit, which you probably have if you were to wear that type outfit yourself. It does camouflage a little bit of the joints in the hip area. I like the way it's fitted around there. You can still see the back of the legs, quite, the joints in the back of the legs, but that's pretty much unavoidable really. The elbows are really good. It seems to be double jointed, so you do have good articulation. You have that little bit of a crunch also, and it really crunches back far. So that's ultimately for extreme poser. Not me, I'm afraid, but kudos to Hot Toys for doing that body that way. So it does seem to be that body seems to be made specifically for this figure. I'm not sure if they wanted to do it with other figures, but yeah, wow, that's good. So that's it. The feet, the shoes, it's all seamless and joined into the feet. So they've put the capping on the end to cover I suppose the joining of the material. So that's pretty cool. Hard fitting hands. Speaking of hard fitting hands, I don't know why, but one leg seems to be higher than the other. I don't know why. Get your pegs, your black pegs. I've already showed you the eyes. The sculptor's head. Hopefully we can focus in on that head. Good sculpt of the actor. The hair sculpt's great. Can't fault the head. Two types of clawing hands. There's not a lot. There's no relaxing hand, which is good to see. These are the hands. Just semi-clawing hands. And then you have, I had the gripping hand fitted on already. And the gripping hand is for the weapon. Nicely detailed, chrome looking, beautiful. So of course your fisted hands, extreme clawing hands, fighting hands. Really like those hands, they're really nice. And that's it for the accessory side of things, and it's good because the main attraction is of course the LED fitted lighting system. I'll try to show you the base, but I've got it all wired up, so I don't really want to unwire it. So there you have the base. Then there's these LED foam fitted lighting attachments that you put it at the front, and you can reverse it and have the back lit up. I probably should put it to the back, because I do have some lights that can go have the same effect in my DTOF. So I'm probably going to, but for the camera's purposes, I'm going to show you without the lights on what it looks like for the front angle, and then what I want to do is put it in a DTOF and adjust the lights, so the lights coming in from the front and these lights are coming in from the back, and see if we can get the extreme effect of the lighting. So viewers can also have a play and decide whether they want to just have this as their lighting effect, or ultimately put some LEDs in their DTOF and use the both together to get the full effect. So that's what the option. This is what the intention of my video is, to show you. So we're going to put this guy. Oh, by the way, I did notice with the groin grabber, it has been widened around the crutch, so it's not so much of it coming up. It sort of spans out, so it doesn't come up so much. So it's probably a better way of having a crutch grabber, so it's not so obvious when it comes up around the crutch. And it does, all you have there is a little bit of the plastic plugs that come underneath the groin there, and it throws him a little bit forward, further forward. So they've also, Hot Toys also played around with that as well. So now I'm going to plug it in. Oh, squat down there. So this is pretty much how it lights up with the lights on. I have noticed that it doesn't have a full effect. To me, it doesn't have the full effect of these electronic strengthening lights in his tech suit. It's less obvious around the torso area, but when it comes down to the hip area, I'm not sure if it's the angle of the lights, it sort of has a better effect. So this is why I want to adjust it so the lights are coming onto his back, and just use the lights that I have in my DTOF to see if this part lights up a bit better than it is. The head is no problem, it's probably over and above. It looks like there's a light switched on in his head. That's how the effect has come across to me. The further the parts of the body go back, like the lower parts of the legs and the tops of the arms and such, aren't lighting up or missing the light to have that full effect. So what I'll do now is quickly turn that light off. Now I do have some LED lights on at the moment, so it's not in pure blackness, but there's still the same sort of effect at the front there. I'm going to try the back. The back is more than well lit up. The back is superb. So only areas that probably thinned out is again the arms, because they're further down, but the lights down all the way down to the bottom of the legs and around the shoulders and mainly the back is better than what it is at the front, which is a shame really, because I was hoping for the whole thing to be lit up, so it doesn't seem to have worked very well. Oh, someone else is lighting up very well too. Here we go. Hey, maybe this light effect should have been used for. Oh my god! Oh my god! That is brilliant. Oh yeah, there you go. So someone stole the limelight of the Black Panther. Oh my god! Jeez, oh, that is crazy. Crazy stuff. There you go. So back to the Black Panther, which really has, yeah, not that, doesn't have that effect in the torso area, but that's okay. That's not too much of a drama. Maybe in time there might be something you can put onto the outfit to bring out more detail in that that area. Anyway, that's cool. What I'll do now is I'm just going to put it in the detoff, like I said, have the lights to the back, and put the blue lights on the actual LEDs I have in the detoff and see what happens there. Cool. I played with a lot of the lighting, and with all the best I could get, it was this like a reddish sort of colour in the light that sort of brought more of the reflection out. So that's the colour there. I think that's the ultimate sort of dimmer red sort of light that brings out the blue, and yeah, nothing else sort of really worked. So that's, the green doesn't do anything, but that's, yeah, this reddish sort of coloured light. Maybe, I'm not too sure of the mix of colours there, but that was the best I could do. I think if it was probably on more of a like four of those bars with the special LEDs, probably would have had more of an overall light on the whole body. But the only thing that's missing out there is the lower legs and the arms. Maybe if the base itself also had those lights. I mean, it's going through the base and there's no lights whatsoever on the base. If they had the base lit up with the same lights, you would have had the same effect, if not better effect, because it would be going upwards, and the legs would have been lit up, probably even the arms on the insides, and you would have had a better effect. So anyway, that's all I could do. That's as far as I could. Yeah, my lights didn't really sort of bring out the reflectors that much. So yeah, I can only adjust the lights to better enhance it. So yeah, unfortunately. So there it is. That's my end result for what I've got. I'd still appreciate Hot Toy for what they've done, and the attempt of what they've done. I think that the less handling of the outfit, for whatever reason, would be best not for you to touch it as much, because you probably will eventually rub it all off, and then it will have no effect. So that's pretty much how I'm going to leave my figure. Recommendations: probably use latex gloves to handle it. Don't let any oils of your fingers get into that suit. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed my video. That's it for me. Test just one out. Catch ya.